The purpose of this video is to conduct the correlation analysis to address the question of whether there's an association between the ratings of a person's attractiveness, so self-ratings of attractiveness, and the ratings provided by another person with respect to the first person's attractiveness. And so in the textbook I described the study where people provided self-ratings and then the experimenter provided the other ratings for that same person's level of attractiveness. And so the first thing I'm going to point out is the level of measurement here, because we should be looking at that in all cases. And in this instance, the self-ratings were provided on a 4-point scale. And then in a textbook, I described this as a limited information scale because it's less than 5, or a limited information ordinal scale. And this one here is on a 5-point scale. Very attractive, very unattractive to very attractive. And so because one of the scales is only on 4 points, I don't feel very confident conducting a Pearson correlation, so I'm going to conduct a Spearman correlation. I could conduct a correlation, but in this case I decided to do a Spearman correlation mostly because it's easier, and I do have another video on how to conduct a correlation. So let's look at the analysis. So before I should do so, though, I do want to just check to see that these data are semi-normally distributed. So let's go into statistics and skew kurtosis very quickly. And yes, we've got fairly normally distributed data. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I'm doing the Spearman correlation, but I just thought I'd do it. So let's go into Analyze, Correlate, Bivariate. And here are the self and other ratings that I'm going to put in the bivariate correlation box here, variables. And I have to deselect Pearson and click Spearman. And then click OK. And here's the Spearman correlation between, ultimately, the ranks between the self-ratings and the other ratings of attractiveness. And we can see that the correlation is estimated at 0.006, and it's not statistically significant, p equal 0.953, and the sample size is 100. And so we failed to reject the null hypothesis of no association, and these results suggest that there's very little correspondence between how attractive a person thinks they are and how attractive somebody else rates that person to be, at least based on this study.